If you try me with a sorry receiver like Crabtree, this is the result you gon' get. Now, Sit family, and welcome back to another Madden 24 video. Hope you watching this one are having a wonderful start to your Monday. Hope you're having a great week so far, and without further ado, I apologize for the cringy intro, but let's get it started. Now, if you couldn't already tell, we're going to be talking about the new Richard Sherman card in Madden 24, aka the Michael Crabtree stopper. We'll be talking about how to get this card for free because he is honestly the best free card in Madden 24, as well as going over how to use this card in the most effective way possible. Now, let's get this bad boy started by talking about how to get this free player in Madden 24, and it's honestly very simple. You're going to go to your sets, you're going to go on over to the program, aka Cruise, and you guys are going to see the free, full, aka Cruise player set, which we've been waiting to redeem. Now, this is the pack right here. It's absolutely gorgeous, and we're going to be ripping it live in today's video. If you're wondering, how do I get these tokens? How do I get this pack for free? It's simple, but it takes a while. You got to go to your solo challenges, and you got to play the aka Cruise solos. I'm not gonna lie, the players EA Sports have been giving us, we're kind of slacking, but boys, today is the final release, and it doesn't even matter because we got the best card. You'd want to pick this card anyways. Now, again, to get the tokens, just play your solo challenges. You got to get to a total of 30 tokens, which means getting up to tier number 29, and once you do so, you get enough requirements to get the full free Dick, aka Richard Sherman. Okay, let's go through, redeem this set right here. Enough foreshadowing, let's pick our player. We are now redeeming the BND, aka Cruise Champion Fantasy Pack, which allows us to pick any champion in Madden 24. Now, if you want to pick a 94 overall player just to make the game more difficult on yourself, sure, be sure to do it. It's like tying a hand behind your back. But for me personally, I'm no money spent. I, of course, am taking one of the new 99s. And if you guys are wondering, should I maybe consider Tyreek Hill? Should I maybe consider Jalen Waddle? These cards are good, don't get me wrong, but Sherman is just a hair better. And then Bruce Irvin, again, a good card, but I feel like Sherman is just top tier when it comes to the best players in Madden 24. The dude is absolutely ridiculous in terms of stats, in terms of abilities, in terms of X factors. We'll talk about all that in just a second. There's also some other 98 overall corners who again are good, but why would I suggest you pick Aqib Talib or Chris Harris when Sherman is on the board? This card is so good. Let's talk about why though, because you might be just thinking, I'm absolutely crazy for Sherm, I'm glazing him, I'm doing 360s on it. Yes, that's true, but there's a good reason why. Now, we're picking the 99 overall BND Richard Sherman. Again, that is something I would strongly suggest you guys do. Let's start it off by taking a look at the stats, then we'll look at abilities, then we'll look at X factors, aka Cruise cards have X factors you want to use. Okay, in terms of stats, the guy's got 98 speed, 97 acceleration. He is 6'3", so the physical stats are off the charts. 99 jumping is incredible. Then the coverage stats, if you thought the physical stats were good, 99 man, 99 zone, 99 press, 96 play rec, basically a perfect corner. I'm not gonna lie, this is a golden ticket corner. This is a card you pick up and you never look at changing for the rest of Madden 24. There is no reason to. The card is amazing. Okay, now you thought that was good. Let's take a look at the abilities this guy is gonna get. Now, number one, he gets pick artist built in for 0 AP. That is incredible. As we take a look at the final ability bucket right here, there's deep zone KO for 1, secure tackler for 0, mid zone for 0, and flat zone for 0. Now, depending on how you want to use this card, it's going to dictate what abilities you guys are going to use. But for me personally, and for what I would say 95% of people are going to want to use on their team, if you run a zone scheme, deep zone KO and mid zone KO is a ridiculous stack. Now, the only reason why you would consider flat zone is if you usually run cover 2. If you run cover 2, so your cornerback is playing near the line of scrimmage, then yeah, go through and use flat zone KO on this card. But if you're playing in like a cover 3 scheme, you're playing in a cover 4 scheme, or you're playing really any zone scheme where your outside corners aren't necessarily within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage all that often, then I would go with mid zone and deep zone. What that's going to do is on any corner route, deep route, streak route, deep crossing route that comes across the field, on literally any throw that is about 10 yards or more beyond the line of scrimmage and in his quadrant, so in his side of the field, if he is in his zone, he will knock it out every single time. Now, boys, what makes this card even better is he also gets an aka Cruise X factor. Now, in terms of your options right here, there's some good ones. There's bottleneck, which basically starts on for 6 plays and allows you to dominantly win man precedence. So if you play man coverage, this is good. Then next up, there's also universal coverage, which starts on for 6 plays and improves your coverage and catch knockouts in man and zone. Ridiculous. If you thought this card was good already, put universal coverage on him, and for the first 6 plays of your game, he's literally going to be lock up. There's also run stuffer, which I don't think you necessarily need to use. I would say universal coverage mixed with these other abilities is just the best corner in Madden by a mile. You also get some sick card art. I'm not gonna lie, I might need a rock with this collector's edition card art. It looks beautiful. Everything about this card is awesome. The card art even is beautiful. Like, wow. Now, before we talk about some more tips and tricks in this video, on the screen right here are some of the nice little wins we had yesterday on Underdog Fantasy. $150 and another $150 for a total of $300 in wins. We love to see it. Now, if you're wondering, Swift, where in the world are you making these picks? Swift, that app looks absolutely amazing. Swift, I want to sign up for that app. It's called Underdog Fantasy, and I will leave it linked down below in the description. And if you sign up using the promo code, which is code Swift, you're going to get a bunch of specials. Here's what you got to know. Now, number one, you're going to get a Nikola Jokic line set to 0.5 points, meaning all he's got to do is score 1 point in the game tonight. If he does that, you win. Number two, you're going to get your first deposit matched up to $100 if you use the promo code Swift. And number three, Underdog has been doing discounts basically every single day where they'll discount a player's line from 20 points down to 15. So say, for example, Jamal Murray might have his line set to 15 or 16 points instead of 23. Now, if you want access to all that good stuff, I'm going to leave it linked in the description. Use the promo code SWIFT as you're signing up, and let's get back to the video. Okay, now let's add this Sherman card to my squad. He is absolutely slotting in at cornerback number one. I have no reason to use anyone other than Shermy Boy on the team, so Sherman's going to be cornerback number one. We're going to have to kind of figure out what we want to do with the depth roles on this team. We got Marshawn Lattimore at a 98 overall over here. We also got Tariq Woolen, who I still want to use on this team. Tariq Woolen's a really, really good player. I'm probably going to put him in as cornerback number three. He'll play a flat zone for me, and then we're going to boot out Jair Alexander from the squad. Kendall Fuller's still going to be on the team because he gets flat zone for 0, which is really, really awesome. So he's going to stay on the squad right here, and this is how the cornerback group is looking. We're still only a 97 overall. I definitely want to make some more upgrades to the team fairly soon. Once the market goes down a little bit more, free safety is going to get boosted, and then pass rush is also what I got to boost. I'm not going to lie, my team is kind of lacking right now, but I've been playing online a little bit more over the past couple of days. I think it's because of the glitch we got. Like, it honestly brought some fun back to Madden 24, so I'm definitely going to focus on upgrading my team more than I had been in the past. Again, we're going to swap on over deep zone KO to flat zone KO on this Tariq Woolen. He's going to be an awesome flat zone defender with the height, the speed, and the size. He's going to be really, really dope in the run game as well. Now, a couple other things to note. Number one, this is the final release of AKA Crew, so if you're watching this and you're like, oh, but what if we get better cards in the future? Or not. There's no more cards coming out, and this Sherman was easily the best option. Like, it's not even close. It's really not even close. Sherman was a lot better than really any of the other options you guys are going to see. Yeah, some of the other 99s were cool. Tyreek Hill is cool, but they're just not close to the same level as Sherman. Now, additionally, thing number two, this is also the final release of weekly wildcards coming out this Wednesday, meaning we're going to be getting a free auctionable and tradable, I believe, 99 overall. I don't know if it's going to be auctionable and tradable, but I think it will be. Now, again, I could be wrong on that one. We'll have to kind of see how that all plays out, but I'm thinking it's going to be an auctionable and tradable card. And again, that's coming up really soon. That's coming up in a couple of days. Me personally, I've been grinding my solos. I'm at about 50 out of the 71. I had only done like 10 or 20 of them at maximum a couple of days ago. So I'm doing 5 to 10 per day, just making progress slowly but surely. And then eventually we're going to get that free player in the not so distant future. That is coming up very, very soon. Now let's just open up one rare option pack at the end of the video. We'll go Max Fantasy Pack. I miss those Pro Max Fantasy Packs on my screen, boys. If you know, you know. Those Pro Max Fantasy Packs were always a delight to see on my screen a couple of days ago. Round number one, a Deontay Foreman, a Marcus May. Man, oh man, I can't believe he's on the Saints, bruh. He really ain't that good for us. We also get some 86s in round number two. Nothing too special. That's gonna do it for me. If you enjoyed, leave a like, and until next time, I'm out. Love y'all. Peace.